So, ladies and gentlemen, today on Sports File is my honor to talk about a Finnish legend who became the first skater that was developed in Finland to ever play a regular role for an NHL team, put up some good numbers in the NHL in his home country, played internationally in every major tournament that Finland was involved with for almost 2 decades. And unfortunately, he did pass away at the young age of 61 in 2016, but left a legacy of memories and talented results that people across the world are still celebrating. So today we're talking about the legendary and extremely talented and respected Matti Hagman. Now, Matti Risto Tapio Haki Hagman, born 21st September 1955 in the beautiful Finnish city of Helsinki. Again, Hagman was the first Finnish-born and Finnish-trained player to play the NHL and the first to play in a Stanley Cup final for Boston. Now, the first Finnish-born player in the NHL was Albert Pudas, who never played hockey in Finland, having moved to Canada at the age of 1. Hagman's jersey number 20 is also one of the 8 retired numbers in HIFK, the Finnish league where he was a prominent player. Now, he was with HIFK between 1973 and 1976. Put up some really important numbers. 73, 11 goals in 13 games. HIFK with the junior version and the senior version put up a grand total of 40 goals in 41 games. 75, 30 goals in 33 games. And 76 put up 58 points a career season in 36 contests. Now, he eventually found his way to the NHL in 1977 for the Boston Bruins. Now, it was his first of 7 seasons in the NHL. He made his debut at the start of the 76-77 season when Boston hosted the Minnesota North Stars on October 7, 1976. Now, during his time in Boston, Hagman was coached by Don Cherry, who said Hagman was one of his favorite players. He wasn't a heavy minutes per game player, but when he got on the ice, he made the most of his chances. During his first NHL seasons, Hagman scored 28 points in 75 games, though being played on the third and fourth lines, who do not have much offensive time on the ice. But that team in 77 was loaded with talent, so if Hagman's on your fourth line, and he played really good on the road. I remember having several games in Toronto and Montreal where, Brian McFarland and Dick Irvin said, this is a player to watch. Now, after deciding to leave Boston midway through the 78 season, he moved, 77 season, he moved to the Quebec Nordiques after he purchased his contract from the Bruins. Now, despite scoring 3 assists in the first Nordiques game, Hagman returned to Finland in 78, unhappy with playing abroad. He later joined Helsinki IFK and went on to lead the Finnish league in points in 1980, 83, 84, and 85. Hagman also played in 3 Canada Cups, as Finland finished 6th in each tournament. He also played on the 4th-place Finnish team at the 76 Winter Olympics and also skated for Finland at various junior and world championship events. Now, in 1980, he returned to the NHL, where he played a prominent role on the Edmonton Oilers, the new format that jumped and emerged from the WHA. Now, though being originally a center, Hagman played left wing on a line with Mark Messier and Glenn Anderson through the 81 campaign. He then moved from center to left wing because the Oilers had 2 top centers, Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky. Unfortunately, an injury in training camp the next year limited Hagman to just a few games and led to the end of his NHL career. Now, after retirement, he was named Marnigi, Switzerland head coach in 2004. He's also coached numerous teams in his home country. Now, Hagman is also the father of Nicholas Hagman, who played in the NHL. He was also the brother-in-law of former indoor soccer star Kay Haskivi. Hagman's sister, Riata Saline, won a gold medal in the 400 meters at the 74 European Athletics Championships. Hagman unfortunately died after a long illness in Espoo, Finland on 11 October 2016. He died in hospital after seeking treatment a few days earlier and never left the hospital in an unfortunate turn of events. Now, He played pro hockey in Finland up until 1992 with HIFK, and he also played in the Bundesliga in '86, and again, hockey repa for part of 2 seasons. Now, final NHL totals: 56 goals, 89 assists, 145 points in 237 games. He had 21 goals with the Nordiques in '78, playing with the Mark Tardif-led squad. With Edmonton, he had back-to-back 20-goal games. And '81, of course, he put up some impressive totals. That was the year that Edmonton knocked off Montreal in the playoffs, and he had 4 big goals in the playoffs in their playoff run. '82, it was a career NHL year with 59 points, including 21 goals and 1 goal in the playoffs. Now, NHL again, 145 points, 5 goals in 20 playoff games. With the SMS League, 101 points and 81 goals. And the SMI League, 217 goals in 432 games. With a grand total, ladies and gentlemen, big numbers, 432 assists for 49 points. And a +1 point a game plays, 47 games, 56 points in the playoffs with 20 goals. And he wasn't scared to take a penalty. He would be very aggressive when need be. But I think what happened with Boston, ladies and gentlemen, they played him, but they couldn't really have a room for him. But that '77 season, I do remember he didn't do that well in the playoffs. Well, I think that was a big factor to him not, having a constant role. He was expendable, and the thing is, with a player like Hagman, he had to have the puck. It's like Steve Shutt. He was fed by Guy Lafleur all the time. Not to say that Shutt wasn't working, but he was the type of player, Hagman, that he needed that flow with 2 very fast players. But playing in a line with Messi and Anderson, my God, '81-'82, ladies and gentlemen, he made a lot of friends at Edmonton, and his passing probably was kind of a bad time as well, because Semenko has died from those teams as well, and Joey Moss, we talked about that in the previous podcast. Their trainer's assistant passed away. So for the Edmonton, fans, it's been very rough on some of their alumni in a short period. So that's the legend of Matti Hagman. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I've been noticing that some of the people from Scandinavia, I've been checking up my various Finnish and Swedish podcasts. I'd like to say a shout out to those people who've been listening. I know English is a second or third language. I hope my English is enough of a Canadian version that you can understand what I'm saying. But I do appreciate you. So if you have any requests, or if you have any questions on how we've been promoting different players, there's many Finnish and Swedish players that we can profile here. Please give me requests. Give me a like, comment, or subscribe. Well appreciate it. You keep on listening, and we'll keep on bringing you historical players like Matti Hagman that need our tribute. Thanks so much. Stay safe. Bye-bye.